Hello, it's Div3 here. You can call me Tivy. Today we're going to play Illaoi in the top lane with a new Keystone Mastery, Keystone Rune, in fact, called Grasp of the Undying. It's just like the old one, just it has less damage, less heal. I think it's 2% less damage, 1% less heal, but you get permanent health increases every time you use it. That's pretty cool. Which means you can go even more damage focused on this champ. By the way, we'll talk about this and the 3 steps to self-improve. Hopefully get your elo up if you want to do that as well. And yeah, and actually talk about that and in the context with when you want to actually play Illaoi with this setup, what other potential choices you have, you know, all the good stuff. So first off, I probably want to buy an item. I rather like the longsword here, because you know it gives you that 10 damage when you hit the enemy champion, which you will do a lot when you have W. It's kind of hard with Yasuo though, so you know you get into all of the finer details here. Actually progress through the game. And now what are these 3 steps to get good, as they say? Well, first you gotta be mindful of what you do, what you could be doing, what you did do in the past, you know. Look at that stuff, and from there you can change it up. You can be step 2, you can adapt. And yeah, and then the third step is to practice what you changed up. Oh man. Wait, what the flip is this? There's this message blocking my view. Anyway, it's fine. So Yasuo is the note about this champion. He can actually murder you at level 1. It's really easy for him if he just spams his Q on you. You gotta like not get murdered. Especially if he runs the wait, they removed that thing that gives you more things. Hey, what's up with my ping? That's a bit unlucky. It's going up and down. Maybe I need to close YouTube, but I don't think that's a problem. Why is YouTube open anyway? You know what, let's close this. There we go, perfect. Okay, this didn't really change anything. I think it's fine. It might ruin my CS for a bit, sadly. I have no clue why my ping isn't like spot on amazing stuff, but you know, it's not like a big issue. It just means we play like super safe now. And with that I mean, okay, I missed another farm. Yeah. I could go for another level in Q. Might actually do that. So there's multiple ways to play Illaoi. The safe one and then the one where you try to look for kills. And this is just like, you know, Yasuo, the nasty dude. He does those things. He wants that minion and then he doesn't even. I'm not getting a lot of my stacks. Finally, 1. We got 1. And we pulled the flash out of him. Getting the grasp of the Undying stacks is kind of rough for us, Yasuo, honestly. It's actually rough. You know why? Because he's pushes so much threat at you. We might even go for something different versus Yasuo. I'm just like feeling it. There might be something to reconsidering this versus Yasuo. I'll help you out there, my man. Oh, nice. Good job. Good job, my man. And yeah, honestly, like this ping, it's not great. On the bright side, Illaoi, she's not the most mechanically intense champ. And like, the thing is, it's very hit and miss, this ping. That's the problem. It goes up and down and up and down. Might even try to restart the thing, but I don't know. Might not be needed. You know, if I die, I'm gonna consider restarting, because sometimes that helps. But it's really not that big of a deal. This is an important thing to learn actually. When you're having ping issues, you gotta pick your times wisely when you do something to potentially fix it. Cause yeah, you don't wanna like end up in a weird spot. You know what, let's go 1 cloth and then the boots to kite around better. Actually, I think my ping fixed itself. But let's hope, because it should be 130. Okay, no, it's just jumping around. That is not ideal. That is a little unlucky. But yeah, again, it's probably fine. And honestly, you know what sucks when you're like just queuing up for a game and you don't even know that your 100 megabit download connection is having issues. You know what I mean. Oh nice, he juked into me there. Alright. Just gotta keep the CS coming and we're even on CS. That's the nice stuff. I got the cannon with the Q. Perfect. Use the tentacle for the smash. Did you know if you press W and hit something and the tentacle is there, it will attack as well. That's kind of like the core mechanic of Illaoi. What the hell? That came out like a minute later. Feels unlucky. I want my stack. There we go. Got my stack. Perfect. So the problem with yeah, let's actually talk about the grasp setup. I'm running sustain from the secondary tree as well. I'm running sustain on the primary tree and sustain on the secondary tree. I don't have a lot of mana sustain, though. I'm running health sustain. So I was thinking maybe there's a point to be made about mana sustain. Okay, I'm super but I got two procs off my passive there, of my grasp of the Undying, that is. That's the good stuff. I don't really care about that. About him hitting me there. Could use TP to get back to lane. You know what? I need a bit more gold. Would be nice to have. Yeah, I let him push in and play safe. That's important. Having this ward there, it comes in handy apparently. Because I'm 100% sure I'm not dying for walking into the bush. You know how it goes. Man, that was so reckless of him. Well, that is so nice. Dude, thanks Kane for being my hero. Getting me through this potentially real rough Yasuo lane. That's also why you wanna sit back and, keep the lane at your tower. Because you get the ganks then. Really nice to have. Okay, let's walk here and I'm gonna restart, guys. Restarting the thing, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna fix everything. Believe it. By hitting Alt F4 it makes it so you can close the thing faster. I know you have to wait for a whoopin' 5 seconds if you wanna close it through the dialogue in-game. So anyway, but yeah, you tend to want to not restart your game unless you got an SSD where the game is installed on. So I just walk to base. That's the price I pay. So you know what item I really like? Death's Dance, yeah. It is one fine item. I wanna keep my TP for this. What the heck? What the heck? Tristana is just AFK. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, so close, man. That was unlucky. Anyway, yeah, I'd rather keep my TP around. And we get the counter kill. And the counter kill for the counter kill. And the counter kill. You know what I mean. But yeah, this is important. You gotta learn some patience on your TP. It's the good stuff. If you're patient, you're rewarded. Sometimes. Oh, nice! You get the good stuff. Wait a minute. He does damage, man. I respect that. He's Batman. There's too much damage, man. I really wanna fight him though. if I had my E, I would probably look for fights. Actually, if I land my Q, I'm in a good spot, because it heals me a bit. Okay, he's gonna go in. Maybe. Okay, yeah, now I can heal up. Because the tentacle hitting stuff means I get 6% of my missing health back. That is really nice. I'm out of flask, sadly. Anyway, important part is I can actually fight Yasuo. And this guy. I just need to land my thing. Oh, so close. What the heck? If I didn't get insta-gipped, this would have been perfect. Like, if you hit the W, you get all this tentacle smashing going. And then you get the free tentacle smash because the E is out. Because, you know, when you have the E soul spirit thing, you got that thing, like the ghost thing out, it means you can... Oh, these boots are great with Yasuo. Yeah, having the thing out means the tentacle smash one time for free. Well, that's pretty handy. Wait a minute, teleporting doesn't protect the minion anymore. That's actually a nice change. Like super obnoxious when like people TP to stuff and you can't kill the wave. Like what the heck? Anyway, I still got my ult. Somehow that didn't come through, what the? You're dead, my man. Hey, like why would you do that, Rengar? What the heck? I'm Illaoi, I punish people who try to fight me when I'm full health. Okay, we can fight. Of the spirit body. They can. What the hell? Dude, like what the heck? Let's not curse too much. This is PG-13. It's like all ages. It's like everything for everyone. That's the Tiv 3 experience. Okay, maybe not that much. But hey, I mean, so you get to see we already ramped up good amounts of health with this mastery. 50 bonus health. Can't complain about that. And I'm getting closer to my first big item, the Death Stance. Gives you that 30% damage turning into bleeding instead of taking it up front, which is useful on Illaoi, because you heal so much from the tentacles hitting. There it is explained. It's actually 5%. It used to be 6%, I think, but you get 5% of your missing health when you hit something with your tentacle. So if you don't insta die, it's pretty good. If you're like low health, you can heal up a lot. Even if you take a bleed over time, but you know, you can consider the damage mitigation quite valuable on Illaoi. Plus it gives you that AoE life leech, so... I don't have my ult, so fighting that is maybe not ideal. I was a bit over eager to take that fight, but I got rewarded by Yasuo using his dash in some weird way, and I ended up hitting him anyway, even though that wasn't reliable. Also, I can probably fight him if I have my ult and my E up. That's one thing I learned when I played a lot of Illaoi is you got to make sure you don't whiff your E before you get ganked. Because if you have the E, it's kind of nice to have the E when you get ganked, because you can 1v2. Even 1v3 sometimes. Sometimes 1v4 if the enemies come one by one. Oh man. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. There's no way Illaoi chases anything. You gotta know your limits as well. That's important. You're playing an immobile champion top lane. You gotta play like it. You gotta like let the enemies come to you. That's how you win the game. Oh man, this is great. They're gonna come to me. Maybe. Wait a minute, that's the Ashwood. Man, if only Rengar didn't like get sidetracked in the pit somehow. That's the like dream ult, but I guess it's fine. Yeah. Yasuo with the dream ult. But I mean, we foiled his plans. I'm running some armor. I'm running the 10% damage mitigation boots too. Like, these are nice. Well, never actually did damage to Ezreal, so no tower aggro there. Alright. And yeah, so the mana constraints, they are there, but they are not the worst thing. I can live with that. Next item. This is Black Cleaver. Black Cleaver is such a nice tank killing item. You can rush that. I used to rush that on Illaoi every game. So I learned the more finer details of her limits, her limitations, and her potential. And I tend to still not rush Death's Dance every game. I was just getting it because I was getting it because my jungle was keeping the pressure up top. I wasn't like behind. If that's the case, you can actually just go for it, but you know, if you're not getting a lot of help and you have to 1v1 Yasuo for days, you probably want something more safe. There might be somebody in the bush, but no. I'm at a point where I can handle that if it's not Yasuo plus Rengar and me not having ult. I guess the combination that I can't take. But if I have ult, I can do things against like almost anyone right now. And multiple people at that. The Illaoi special. Oh, what? I mean, this is also, by the way, because people have to come to you with Illaoi. You can't chase usually. You do wanna split push. That's what I'm doing here right now. The Illaoi thing. Sadly, I can't ramp up my grasp thing, my grasp of the Undying. So far, I mean, it's doing something, you know. Can't say it's amazing. In fact, also I don't have E now, so I have to play safe. Yeah, I can actually fight them. Like, let's just imagine they play like potatoes, so I get killed. Yeah, that's one. Man, there we go. And no stack for my grasp of the Undying. This all took like less than 4 seconds. Curious thing. Did you know that W does quite a bit of damage? 3% of enemy max health, plus 2% per AD scaling, for a total of 7.46 extra damage. Wait a minute. I mean, I'm not too excited about this. He's like disrespecting me. Actually, no, I'm dead. It's bad, man. Not having ult is like pretty fail, man, but I mean, on the bright side, I'm keeping him off of me, right? I guess I get the kills either way. I'll take it. Good job, team, keeping the base in check. And this is what I mean here. The boots fit the role of mitigating some good damage there. Then they got the Death's Dance for some more sustain and mitigation, sorta de facto. In a way, I mean, as long as I don't die, I get to heal, basically. That's the plan here. And or did I mention I'm also running on the secondary tree from Predator. I'm running those Bounty Hunter stacks, Ravenous Hunter, for another 5%, or a third of that in fact, because I do AoE damage. So 1.66% healing for my Q smashes, based on the damage I deal. Well, that's pretty alright. Oh, I kinda wanna sell this so I can buy this. I really don't. I really like the Flask Corrupting Potion. So much effective health. Like, what is this? Nearly 400 health from this. Not half bad. And yeah, what else was there to cover? Like, when you wanna play Illaoi, let's talk about that for a second. When you wanna play this champ and Grasp of the Undying, well, you know, when you wanna split push, or when you wanna, you know, like, get the enemies kinda in a mess, you know, cause you're like just walking there and then they come at you. Kinda like what's happening here. That's when you wanna play her. And like, basically, you don't really wanna play her when there's like a billion people who just one-shot you. And it's kinda problematic. Like, say if you have to expect that you're gonna get camped by like 10 people for all of the game, it's kinda rough on Illaoi. I think you don't really want to go for that, but you can absorb the pressure that way too. Like you can, as I did, I was just freezing at lane. Just means you aren't getting towers for the team. So there's advantages and disadvantages to this pick. And as for Grasp of the Undying, well, I found it to work rather well in general, but with the change it's that's debatable. You could go for more damage. There's a couple nice damage focused masteries. Sadly not on the defensive tree. So yeah, I think if you're gonna go for Resolve tree, which is the defensive tree, where the Grasp of the Undying is the keystone, then you probably want the Grasp. But I mean, I'm thinking maybe Predator. Predator Keystone might be something for Illaoi. There's some... I think there's the one that gives you more damage if you get more kills. Like also based on like different champions. Okay, I'm not sure if that's the case actually. I'm not sure what the requirement is. Like you might... Wait, I just randomly... read. But yeah, I think you might have to kill different champs for the... one of those masteries. Or maybe not, but that's definitely something to consider in Predator tree. Are you gonna fight me, guys? There we go. Also note, when you ult, your tentacles attack faster. So it gets really easy to land for the tentacles to land their attack. Most of the time. Unless people jump away or something. Also one way that people sneakily die to your tentacles. Like when you have ult, like you just E ult and like they run away with 10 health and then the tentacle spawns because they had to run away. And like became the thing that like attracts tentacle smashes. That's what it's called to be a vassal, I think. Like the terminology on this champ is still a little mysterious to me. Let's put it that way. That's a lot of damage. Well, he's kinda tanky. Maybe not that much damage. There's 2 tentacles here, I can fight with that. Also heal up, cause you know, got all this good life leech, life steal, heal, whatever you wanna call it. And tank to the ult, and I'm kinda in a good spot then. So by the note, was Yasuo, important point of note, you don't wanna waste the E into his shield. It's really easy for him to raise the shield, the wind wall. When you channel your thing, like it has a wind up animation, your E. But this guy I can go for, yeah. Aww, they respect me. Feels bad, man. Why not just like triple kill? See, the better the enemies are, the more this happens. They just like walk away from you. Feels bad, man. But there's advantages to that. It means they walk away and then you get the towers. That's the other thing you do with Illaoi. You actually just land the E and then enemies walk away from you. Like the higher the elo gets, the more you will turn into some sort of E-bot. Because at least your team can hit the thing, right? Or you can also get Grasp of the Undying stacks from that. Well, that's nice. Pretty nice stuff. Oh, wait, what? I randomly get the thing? I take it, sure. He's good, man. I'm out of mana, though. He is unlucky. Yeah, I gotta get out of this somehow or back up my dude. I'm so out of mana. Goodness. GG. So hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, let's go to this nice thanks for watching scene. While I honor the people from my last game. I got to honor somebody and then we might as well talk about a thing or two. I give it to Kane. Yeah, I mean that was a fun match. I hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, I hope you did. And if you did, maybe feel free to follow, rate, comment, subscribe in the video. You know, the good stuff. And I hope you have a great day. Actually, I meant to talk a bit more about things, but I guess we covered most things. Like, you know, Illaoi things, and then like what can we learn from that game? That's the important part, right? Like you can now you could look at the replay, like a board of the thing. Oh man, I got 3 honors. That's so cool. All right. But yeah, it's always a good time to look at what happened. So we had this lane phase, right? We're doing hot because, you know, we got the ganks by Kane. Can't always expect that. And the enemy bot lane rage quit apparently as well, looking at this end of game screen, which you can't see, but you know, it's like just making sure the chat isn't getting in the way, which sometimes it happens that there's like a lot of rage and madness. So, and I don't have a scene for this, so wait a minute. You know what? I could actually show this. Hey, there you go. Look at this. How you like this? So this is. Okay, there's not much actually happening here, but yeah, like just keep in mind, not every game looks like this, and Yasuo is a formidable opponent. You always gotta keep your respect for him. Then this might happen, and some games you just like sit under your tower all day. Then you might actually play something different, like not really Malphite because he got some other issues. Like his early game is not very good for getting ganks on your lane, so it's kinda like if somebody ganks you when you're Malphite and you're level 2, it's not like very effective usually. So maybe Maokai, you know, you can play like something that's more for the team late game if you feel like you're gonna like not have a good lane anyway. But again, nothing wrong with playing Illaoi. You still got your E, your tentacle shot to chunk people out. Even the most tankiest, they have to probably run away or they lose more than half the health if the spirit body gets destroyed, in fact. So again, that's what I would like to emphasize on this champ, on this pick, with my current level of knowledge. But don't forget, you can always experiment, think about what you're doing, change it up, try something new, practice that, and then go through the cycle over and over. And don't forget to have fun. That's the most important part. Because I mean, what are you doing if you're not having fun? Might as well watch some anime and be a weeb. And with that said, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again. Again, rate, comment, subscribe if you feel so free. You can also give me money on Patreon. That would be appreciated. You know, the groceries, you know, they don't buy themselves. So it's gonna be nice to get some cash flow there, but that's just the thing if you're feeling extra generous and got the money. Anyway, hope you have a great day. See you around. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to watch the rest of the stuff on this channel. Similar content in the good and old tried and true TV fashion. Bye bye.